Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Saturday, December 5th, 2020. We just had some snow showers were coming. Got a few light snow showers coming right now. So it's about 32 degrees, a little chilly. Birds are doing good. I just checked, we have a total of 3 eggs today, and it's pushing 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it'll be dark soon. They'll all be in there roosting up. Too many roosters. Too many roosters in the hen house. We're going to have to, like I said, we're going to have to dispatch a couple, unfortunately. But, yeah, what are you going to do? And see, these two guys are along the same lines as Goliath. So, they're pretty birds, though. I will definitely say that. But, then we have old Foghorn Leghorn here. So, unfortunately, right now I have 4 roosters. So, that's not good. Anybody wants a free rooster, one of the 2 young ones, they can have either one of those. I want to keep Foghorn Leghorn, and I'm going to keep Goliath. But the 2 young males, I'm willing to give them away to somebody if they want a rooster. So just let me know in the comments, and I would be more than happy to let somebody take one of the roosters, so I don't have to dispatch them. I really don't want to. I'll be honest with you. When you raise them, it's tougher. I don't know. For me, it is to put them down. But anyhow. So I wanted to really talk about something really quickly, and I always found it interesting that a lot of people say a lot of things about America. Not a lot of not nice things about America, but we're really a truly giving country. We do a lot of charity here at home and abroad. There's a lot of people, volunteering their time. Doing a lot of things to try to help other people, and that's very, very commendable. And I think we lose sight of that sometimes. But there is a lot of people out there, trying to help the homeless, feed the homeless, find places for them to get shelter. There's a lot of people right now that are hurting really, really badly, and I think that. People need to realize that, and and if you can help. It doesn't always mean just financial help, but here's the problem that I have. Okay, now if I see somebody on the streets and they're saying that they're homeless or whatever and stuff like that, I'm always willing to give anybody a meal. I don't want to see anybody go hungry. But the one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to give somebody money that they can use to go buy drugs or alcohol. That I'm not going to do. So I have no problem, if somebody's hungry. There was a guy, I was out for a motorcycle ride the one day here not that long ago, and he had a sign and he was trying to get to go to some place, and I'm not sure where he was, and he was like, anything helps type of thing. So I stopped and I said to him, I go, hey brother, I go, are you hungry? And he goes, no, actually, he goes, somebody, had already, bought me a meal, and he had like a Subway sandwich and stuff like that. And I said, he said, I'm trying to get back to wherever it was he was saying. I said, man, I would help you out with a meal. I go, I can't give you cash. And he goes, I totally understand. He goes, it's not a problem at all. So, I mean, he was really cool about it. He was not pushy or anything like that. Some of them are. Okay, so I don't know if he was legit or if he was just somebody on the hustle. Again, you know what? Sometimes you're going to get hustled. That's just how it goes. I have helped people, and I think sometimes, I have been taken advantage of. But, I look at it like this. As long as I know that my intentions were good, if they hustled me, then great. Then they got me, there are some good stories. They come up with some good stories. And, but again, I think if we can help people, again, it doesn't necessarily, and here's the thing is you're not always doing it to try to get recognition or looking for that pat on the back. I mean, you can help somebody very quietly. If you know somebody is hurting financially for whatever reason, buy some groceries and take them over there and, do it in the, at a time when they're not going to be home, and drop them off on their porch or whatever the case may be, and just leave them. No note, no nothing, just groceries. Sometimes people need that help. Sometimes people are way too proud to ask for help. It's not easy being in that position where you don't have the finances to be able to take care of your family. It's a very, very difficult thing, and it's very, very humbling a lot of times to ask for help. And I know I've been there. I have been there. I had a period where I was between jobs. Had gotten hired for another job, and that job wasn't going to start for like 6 weeks, and that was tough. That was a tough period, and I went down to social services, and I said I just need some help with some food stamps, and I said, like, for 6 weeks, and they told me at that point, they said, well, we don't do it for like that, we do it for 6 months. And I said, well, I don't need it for 6 months. I said, I'm going to be getting this job and I'm going to be working. I just need the help for 6 weeks. And they're like, well, we just give it for 6 months. So they gave me the food stamps. I didn't ask for anything else. I didn't want anything else. And they offered, do you need help with this? I said, no, I just needed the food stamps. But to stand in that line, for me personally, was very, very humiliating. I was very embarrassed because I've never had asked for help, that way ever before. And so, for me, it was a very humbling experience. But at the same time, I got to say, I was very grateful that was there, that was in place to help. And you know what? I'll tell you what. After the first couple times going to the store, and and getting, like the first time we went and you got your food stamp card. I'm just moving stuff around here while I'm talking. And you got your food stamp card, and you get your groceries, and it was kind of embarrassing. But then after that, I'm like, you know what? I've paid into this system my whole life, and I did that happened before we moved here. So was I 49? I was either 49 or 50 when that happened. And so when I had gone in and I sat down and I talked to the person, she's like, well, you're not in the system at all. I go, no, and I never have been. I said, I've always been able to, take care of things. I just am in a bind right now. And I had 2 kids. And if it was just me, I would have sucked it up. But I had 2 kids that I had to feed. And so, I did what I had to do for them. And but again, let's none of us ever think that we're in such a position that we can snub our nose down or look down on somebody, because that's not the place you want to be. You don't want to be that person. Be humble, be grateful, and I think that's important. And I try to always do. I try to stay grounded. I'll tell you what, I've been very, very blessed, and I've said that many, many times. I've said it on here a lot, and I am grateful for everything that I have, and to be able to be in the position that I'm in, and to be able to do what I do. It is an absolute blessing. And I would encourage anybody, if you can do it, if you can change your life, where you can make your life better, where you don't have huge amounts of bills, and you're not swimming in debt up to your eyeballs all the time, and to be able to take a pause and to relax and enjoy life, that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Again, I've said this before, and I'm going to say this again. The one thing that you're never, ever going to ever get back is time. Yesterday's dead and gone. It's not coming back. It's over with, and it's gone. It's how you use that time. How you utilize what you have. Being grateful for what you have. Being grateful if you have good health. Maybe you don't have the best financial situation, but you have good health. You are much richer than you know. Much, much richer than you know. Because there's a lot of people out there that wish they could get up, walk around, go do things wherever they wanted to go and stuff like that, and they can't. I have a friend of mine that I grew up with in high school. Good guy, good family guy. I mean, he's been married to his high school sweetheart, So they've been together 30 plus years being married, had a couple of kids, and now they got a bunch of grandkids and stuff like that. And he ended up falling out of a tree, and he is in the process of rehabbing now. They basically told him he's not going to walk again and stuff like that, and he's working on it. He's trying, but his wife posts stuff on Facebook showing his rehabilitation and showing him working on stuff. And I'll tell you what, I see that, and I see a guy that was a very vibrant, good dude, hard-working dude, and just one little accident changed his whole life. And thankfully, he has a good woman that's standing by his side, and she's there for him. But they've been, like I said, they've been together forever. And there's always a difference. You see people that have been together and they're like miserable in each other's company, and then you see other people that are together and they still love to be around each other. That's them. They're that type of couple. And it's like, I always think about that. I'm like, man, 30 years or plus together. It's wild when you see that. But that wasn't in the cards for me. But that's okay. That happens. So, but anyway, be grateful. I think that's important, that we need to sit back and count our blessings. And I'm going to tell you what, I have plenty. I have good kids. I got my mom and my sister here now. You guys are probably hearing Hella. She's crying because I'm outside and she's inside. I have good health. I have my property here and I can do what I do. And it's just, I'm very, very fortunate. And I always count my blessings. I do. And I appreciate what I have. I think that, like I said again, sometimes we all need to stand back, take a pause, really look at the positives in our lives. Make that list. There's another list you can make. Positive and negatives. What are the negatives in your life and what are the positives? And hopefully the positives are outweighing the negatives. And if there's more negatives than positives, then maybe it's time to change a few things. A lot of times to change those negatives, we need to take a good hard look in the mirror at ourselves and see what our shortcomings are. I've done that plenty of times. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I have made a tremendous amount of mistakes in my life. But I was always really able to self-evaluate, realize that part of the problem with this, that, or the other thing was me. So, I needed to change a few things. And I have, and I think for the better, for the most part. But, yeah, life is definitely, it is definitely interesting. I don't know, I wanted to kind of share this with you today. I just was thinking about these things. And I think that it's important that we take that time to sit back, self-evaluate, realize how truly blessed we are, be grateful. That's important as well. Be appreciative of what you have. Because like I said, there's a lot of people out there that don't have it, and they wish they could. And it's as simple as getting up and going and walking to the bathroom and using that toilet by yourself. Some people would do anything to be able to do that. So things that we take for granted, we need to think about those things. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Again, I am always looking and really realizing how truly blessed that I am. It just self-evaluation is always a good thing. And like I said, it's hard sometimes to look at ourselves and be critical of the things that we're doing wrong or not doing right. But when you realize what the issues are, it's easier to fix them. So anyway, guys, just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully, it hit home for some of you when you thought about maybe something in your own lives that you need to correct or need to fix, and you just do it, Look at, they're already all starting to roost up. There's only 3 of them out now. But anyway, guys, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just going to do the one video today, so there won't be another one coming after this. But remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. We are one race called the human race. And as soon as we can focus on that, we can get away from the nonsense that we let them perpetuate on us constantly, to hate each other for reasons of race or religion. That is the stupidest thing in the world, and we need to stop that, okay? Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also remember STD, step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. All right? Stay positive, stay away from negative people that want to bring you down, and you can accomplish anything. All right? So I will see you all later. I hope everybody has a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.